It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that #1 overall pick just a few seasons ago, and he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Murray. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again here to Connor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give. This is Connor. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Second down, Murray. Throw on the run is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
You can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go right back to Connor. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
They face second down and 7. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. More from New Orleans after this. Second and 7. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. He'll drop to throw. first down throw there is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Brought in by Chris Olave. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
He's got his man. That's Olave. Down to the 10. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. His kick is good. The Saints move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to see the football for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Ball caught. It's Zay Jones. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Connor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Murray now on 2nd down. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
He'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. "7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to New Orleans. After this, from the shotgun, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. This is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Now Murray. That one taken in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals are on top. It's now 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The man down the field, it's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10. Back to throw. This one is caught by Moreau. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Pass is caught by Olave. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
First down throw for Murray. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The reception for Rashid Shaheed.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. This pass right side taken in by Cooks.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The tight end Burrow is in motion. That's deep for Olave. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
The tight end Burrow is in motion. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. Greg Dortch deep to return. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Cards offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
They'll run with Connor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Back to throw is Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Second and a yard. Now a give running left. It's Connor. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. On the ground, it's Connor. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, Murray. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. Third down coming up. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll run it here, and it's Connor. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. James Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point now by Ryland. He's got it. And the Cardinals will get out in front 17-7. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll look to throw yet again. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll look to throw. Again, working deep downfield.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This is a give to Connor, running right. And that'll be a pickup of 3. second down. Murray. He'll get that to Wilson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
It is 2nd and a yard. And that is incomplete.
Hard to miss someone that big, especially in the middle of the field. I think he's just got to take a little bit off that throw, put a little bit more air on him, and let his tight end run under that ball. And they've got themselves a big play.
Now, a big third down. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Power run inside. Here's Connor. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Connor. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. They get 14 on that hookup. It's an Arizona first down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.